Good Saturday morning. I have some updates to give you guys, and yeah, this past week has been a hell of a week. All right, it's 8:14 in the morning. It's the 24th of September. The current temperature is 51 degrees. Now, I think I posted a short and explaining, you know, that I was gonna stop for a little bit and figure out things that was going on in my life personally, and it's been a hell of a ride. Well, first of all, to recap, I had ran out of eggs. So, but yesterday, was it yesterday? I think yesterday or the day before. Yeah, the day before yesterday, I went and I got the 60 count eggs from Walmart. I can't believe them damn things are like $11 now, and they used to be like $5 for 60 eggs. Anyway, I grabbed that box to make sure that I don't run out of eggs. I probably have to get more apples, but apples are cheaper. I still stuck to roughly about the same calories, but outside of not having any eggs, I was extremely stressed out because literally, like, after I posted my last video, the full video, the day after that video, not the short, but the video itself, I was in the middle of a chart, working a patient, and I was doing my notes, and then all of a sudden the powers go out. Now, if you remember, I mentioned that I'm subletting my apartment from my nephew. So everything is technically under his name. I'm on the lease as an occupant. The lights and internet and everything at the house is still under his name. So before he left town, I had asked him for this information. He took a month after he left to give me the information. Now, even though he gave me the information, there was nothing that I can do as far as accessing certain information on the account, like setting up. Yeah, I could put my bank account information, but I couldn't set up for automatic bill pay. I couldn't, you know, change the email address. I couldn't change the phone number, get text message alerts or anything for when the payment was due. The day that they turned the lights off, I was able to find out, after going through hell and high water, that the bill was $616 because the bill had not been paid since June. So I stayed the night at my sister's house. I did my work that day, which was Thursday, because yesterday we were back in the apartment. My sister called him and tried to get the last four of his social security number so I can get the lights turned back on at the house. He didn't want to give her the information for me to find out anything because him and I got into an argument. I pretty much told him, for me, I don't care, but when you mess with my son, this mama bear don't play, okay? So after going through hell and high water, he finally gave her the last four digits of his social security number, and I was able to take care of the account and do what I needed to do as far as getting on FlexPay, which kicked in yesterday when I called to find out what was taking so long, because online it said it takes 2 days, and it had been more than 2 days, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I spoke with one of the representatives, and she got my email address added to the account. She set my phone number up for text messages and things like that, because I pretty much told her flat out, he doesn't live in the state of Nevada no more. He moved back home to Georgia, and I'm the one that's been paying the rent since July. So yeah. Anyways, after we got back into the apartment, you know, I worked yesterday. My job gave me a new case. I originally started working out of Texas, then I started working out of Fresno. Then I went to work on the East Coast, and then now I'm working out of Denver, Colorado. So it's like something's trying to tell me go back to Colorado. So I don't know. That's still in the process because, like I said, me and my nephew got into some words. We got heated, and I went to the office and told them, you know, because he pretty much told me to leave. I said, okay, I'll leave once I pay off the light bill. That way everything can be back on the order, and whatever happens with you breaking the lease, that's on you and your business. Like I said, don't play with this mama bear when it comes to hook up. Anyway, so we're in the process of looking for a place to live now. We're still at the apartment. I have to pay rent for October, but if we can find something before the end of October, the end of October will be our last time living in this apartment. And if they evict him for not paying the rent, that won't be on my conscience. It won't be my problem because he is the primary on the lease and I'm just an occupant, like they say. Because they were giving me issues about paying the rent and money order, that they wanted to talk to him. It was back and forth, and I've been living there for months now, and this is the first time that there's been an issue. So, I've been looking for an apartment here in Reno, and if we can't find anything that's reasonably priced, because my sister said she would co-sign for us, then I would go find. I also have my cousin back in Denver, looking for us a private, renter, being that he said his landlord has a couple of properties. So if we have to go back to Colorado, we go back to Colorado. I am not worried about it as long as I have a place for my son to lay his head and it's, reasonably priced that we can afford. The reason why I'm hesitant about moving back to Colorado is not because of this situation. It's because of my husband's job. He's making real good freaking money right now, and his job is a non-transferable position, so that kind of puts us in a situation to where, what do we do? Because the apartment that we're looking at, we would have to move out by the 1st of October, which is like literally in 2 freaking weeks. So in order for us to be able to get their move-in special, which is $17.50 off the move-in cost, which is first and deposit. So yeah, and to go back to Colorado, that would mean my husband would have to go without a job until he would find one. And when we first moved here last year at the end of October, he had let his marijuana badge go because we were moving here and he would have had to reapply for everything all over again. But it's just been one real big roller coaster. I'm not worried about moving wherever because I work remotely and I work from home. So that wouldn't be a problem for us, to find a place anywhere, whether it's here or in Colorado. It'll just be the fact that my husband would be out of work until he was to find something if we were to move back to Colorado. So all that was going on since I last did my video and my short. My current weight as of right now is 259 pounds on the dot. So I have not gained any weight from this emotional ordeal, and I've been barely eating. Yesterday I had my 3 eggs in the morning and my 3 eggs for lunch, along with my apple and a few cups of green tea. And then for dinner, instead of eating oatmeal yesterday, I had a pork chop that my husband had cooked because he had cooked dinner, because I've been pretty much cooking like every single day. But yeah, that's what's been going on. And this morning I put my 6 eggs to boil. I had 1 hard-boiled egg, and now I'm heading out. I'm on my way to Crumble because my husband wants to try their weekly flavors, and it's 8:23 in the morning. Yeah. So I am on my way to Crumble to go pick up my husband's cookies, and then I'm gonna go back to the house, obviously, and have the rest of my breakfast. So you can say this is a continuation or a reboot or a restart, however you want to say it. I think my last weight was like 260 something. I don't remember what it was. You'll have to look at the short to see what my last weight that I have posted in that video. But yeah, guys, that's the whole spiel. It's just been, and my brother sat there, and I talked to my brother because he's back in Colorado, and he told me something, and it's true what he said, and I wish I could help it, but that's the way God created me. That's the way I'm built. I wish I could be different when it came to being, you know, I can talk a good game as far as how upset I am and how I not like a person, and then still if they were to, you know, stab me in my front or my back, cut my throat, leave me for dead, if they needed help, I would still help them. He told me flat out, you are too nice, you are too kind-hearted, you're too forgiving. And that's the truth. You know, I'm not built like my mother, where my mother was a Sagittarius. She was cold-hearted, you know, cold-blooded. She just didn't give a fuck. You know, that was my mom. I can't be that way. I mean, to a certain degree, I can't be that way until the day I gave birth to my son. So during the heated argument with my nephew, I told my sister, I'm like, you know what? He's dead to me. Like I said, at this particular point, for as long as I've prayed for my son, and you know, the things that we've gone through to get him here, you know, 20 years of praying and going through what we went through, and then, you know, like I said, I wouldn't have had a problem being in a house without any electricity on until we, you know, took care of the situation. But as of the 22nd, my son turned 8 months old. So, yeah, thank God that I did have my sisters, you know, around me, you know, to help us, you know, put us up for the night. But look, this situation is not going to happen again, because I'm not going to put my trust in anybody. And this is the second time I got burnt by family. You know, the first time was my cousin, to where I was living with him, and, you know, the landlord had to evict him, being that he was on the lease. My landlord had to evict him from the property, and in order for him to evict him, he had to put an eviction on the door, and that affected me as well. This is why I'm needing co-signers, and I'm needing help for somebody to, you know, just to get a place of our own because of the situation. So, and this was back in 2015 when we initially left Florida. So, yeah, the apartment that we had in Colorado was under our name, but it, you know, we were there for 3.5 years. It wasn't the best situation, you know, but it did what it served its purpose, you know. But now, you know, fixing our credit and, you know, getting things back in order and back on track, you know, and I do apologize that I'm, you know, going off on a tangent, but I keep it 100. You know, that's something that my family does not like about me. You know, that's something that certain people appreciate and certain people don't. I'm not gonna lie to you and sugarcoat shit, because I don't want nobody to lie or sugarcoat anything with me. And when it comes to that aspect of me and my mother's traits, that I get from her 100%. You know, call it cutthroat, you know, say what you want about it, but I'm gonna be honest, and if it happens to come off the wrong way, you know, too bad, so sad. I'm not sorry for being truthful. I'm not gonna change that part about me just to, you know, not hurt your feelings. Be straight up, be honest, be 100, keep it real with me, because I'm gonna do the same thing with you, you know, and I can't help that part of me. As kind-hearted as I am and as soft-spoken as I can be, I'm gonna be honest about it, you know. And I've lost friends for over 20 years because of my honesty. You know, I've, you know, had messed up relationships with, you know, people that I considered family, you know, like a brother to me, but that I cannot change who I am when it comes to being honest. You want to know something about me, you want to know something about a certain situation, I'm going to tell you what it is, I'm going to tell you like it is. And if you, you know, get all up in your feelings about it, we got tissues for your issues. That's just the type of person I am when it comes to being honest and, you know, being truthful. So yeah, guys, that's just what's been going on lately, and that's where we are as of today. So right now, like I mentioned, I'm going to Crumble. I'm gonna grab these cookies from my husband. I'm gonna go back home, finish my other 2 eggs, have my first cup of green tea of the day, and I seriously might take this day by day. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this egg diet, but I am seeing results. You know, it might be slow because of, you know, the few days that I wasn't following it, even though I was, you know, eating within the calorie range. But yeah, we have a trip coming up for my birthday, the weekend of October 14th. Yay, that's my birthday. I'm gonna be 44. We're going to Jordan, Utah to see my brother-in-law. We haven't seen him since the wedding, since before I got pregnant. Well, I was pregnant at the time, I just didn't know. But so we're going out there to spend my birthday weekend up there, and I'm hoping, you know, to drop a whole lot more weight between now and then. So I just literally might stay on this egg diet till that time frame. So we shall see. Anyway, guys, I'm here at the Crumble shop, and I will go ahead and let you guys go. That's an update. I will come back with another video probably later today, strictly egg diet related, and not just an update. So let me go in here, grab these cookies, and upload this video, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.